Trucks come here to Payatas every day, bringing with them 10,000 tons of garbage from Manila. But to more than 80,000 people living here, garbage is their source of livelihoods.
The children of Payatas, because of the conditions here, are more disadvantaged compared to other children in other slums. Most of the children are working, joining their families to earn a living. The working system is also dangerous. Trucks moving in, bulldozers, big, heavy equipment that hardly notice their children around. So children often encounter accidents, wounds from metals, from the garbage. Young children are susceptible to illnesses, waterborne and airborne diseases. So we are trying to mobilize resources, people, to work together to address the problems of children here.
Paaralang Pangtao People's School was set up in 1989 by the leaders of this community because a lot of children were not able to go to school.
Isa kang baliw! Anong magagawa ng mga batang yan sa isang mabagsik na virus na kagaya ko?
Hoy! Huwag kang magtawa! Dahil ito ang paraan na aking naisip upang hindi ka na makapaminsala. Mga bata, makinig kayong mabuti. Dapat say no to drugs.
These initiatives for children are community-based in nature. So these programs like health, education, childcare are done in the context of rehabilitation. Basically, it involves mobilization of resources within the community to address the different rehabilitation needs of children with disabilities. So the intervention varies from disability to disability. But the idea is, before sending children to institutions, some of which are hardly affordable to low-income families, there could be possibilities of taking initiatives to do the rehabilitation process in the community. So if there's a need for physiotherapy, for example, we can motivate somebody with the technical skill to train the mothers. So there is a lot of technology transfer so that the rehabilitation process is done at home and in the community. Disability is a community issue. It's not just an issue that is isolated from all the other issues. We are also linking disability to the issue of shelter. There's a lot of interrelation between the two. That's a long, it's a long process. Not only addressing the disability, but also trying to improve the living condition. So disability rehabilitation and slum upgrading, they go hand in hand.
Despite all these problems that we're seeing, that I have seen actually, it's an eye-opener for me actually. I don't understand why these kids are working when they should be at home or playing or going to school or just having a wonderful time, because that's supposed to be the case, right? It should be that way, but it's not. Some of them are working, and if you ask them a question, what are your rights? What do you think are your rights? Some of them will tell you that, we're here to help our family. So even their values are like so screwed up already. And it'll take time to actually fix whatever it is that's broken in them.
There's actually a law that prohibits child labor. And the government, the administration here is having difficulty imposing it because of the poverty. Child labor cannot be eradicated that easily. But there could be steps to make it more dignifying, more safe for them. Children, waste pickers, are human beings with dignity. Even though the work may be dirty, physically dirty, but they have a dignity. So we try to put up a center accessible to them where they could take a shower, they could clean themselves up after work, and they could have that dignity, the respect that is due to them. The center that we ran of the working children, it's managed by the Association of Mothers. So they are there to not only to implement the program, but even to protect the program, because there's a threat that the program or the center may be, may be demolished.
The country's effort for solid waste management, I think, is actually good, and I think it's about time, but I'm not really sure because I know that a lot of people will be affected. I hope that there's a plan B, but I think they're trying to do something about it, and I hope that it will work for everybody, including the people who are living here.
There's really a need for a center, a community-run, managed center where people, especially children, can be safe. Even if the working condition, even if we have the dump site, children have a right to a space, child-friendly space. We are still in an ongoing negotiation process. Hopefully, we will win.
I'm very happy that he's actually here. He's here helping this community. I think they also need to have faith, and I think they all have that. And what surprises me actually is they still have hope and hopes and dreams, and that's really very nice. Payatas is a close-knit and well-organized community. Its approach is by the community, for the community. But this community will be so affected by the country's effort for solid waste management. We have to remember this, that garbage is not the only thing we have to manage.